All right, let's keep going here. This is video number 11. I think it might be the last video if you're lucky. Uh, we've planned everything out. We've got everything drawn up here. We're not worrying about putting a bunch of dimensions on it right now. We might decide to do that later. But right now, I'm just going to have you at this point print this out actual size because we've drawn it actual size. Um, So we're going to print it the exact size it actually is on 11 by 17 paper. But before we do that, I need you to print it as a PDF and send it to me because I have printing privileges and you do not. So, all right, let's print this. And this can be a little tricky, so follow closely and you'll do just fine. So it's the command for printing something, PL. Oh, there it is. So plot. To plot something or to print something, it's really the same thing. Okay, so in AutoCAD language, plotting is printing. Somebody's at my door. Just a moment. All right. That was the famous Kellen Niekamp. He apologizes profusely. All right, so plot command. So you can hit PLO and enter, and you get this fun dialog box. All right, so what do we do here with all this stuff? Let's just start up here at the top and work our way down. Name, right now, we're just going to leave that on none, okay? And then here for the name of the printer or the plotter, come down here to AutoCAD PDF, high quality, that one there. And I'm going to leave this alone right now. All right, paper size, ANSIA is not what we want. So we'll click here, and let's go all the way up here. So there's a whole bunch of sizes. You have the ISO standard sizes, architecture standard sizes. We want ANSI, full bleed, and I believe we're going to do 17 by 11. All right, ANSI, full bleed, B, 17 by 11. And it puts it in landscape orientation, which is what we want. So what do I want to plot? Well, I'm going to click here and do window. So now I can specify the first corner of my window up here, top left. And I want everything totally within this box that we're wanting to print. And I want to check the center, the plot checkbox. And let's come up here and plot style table, pin assignments. We're going to put it on monochrome. So what this will do is if something is in color, this will change it to black and white. So assign this plot style, yes. Now, this will not work well, I'll show you what will cause us problems here if you don't do that. If you don't do something right, I'll explain more about this here in a minute. All right, so the rest of this from here down, I'm just going to leave it alone. But there is one more thing right here, plot scale, fit to paper, no. I'm going to uncheck that. The scale is actually going to be all the way up here at the top, 1:1. But here's the problem with that. I'm going to hit preview. I see nothing. All right, so I'm going to hit escape. The reason is this is 17 by 11 paper, so we're talking in inches, okay? But we've drawn this in millimeters. So that changes things. So we're going to go back to custom. So 1 inch is how many millimeters? That'll be 25.4. Okay, and then I'll hit preview and continue. That's fine. And now it shows up because we have it scaled to the right scale according to what we've drawn. Okay, so that looks good. And if that looks good to you, then you can hit the little print or plot icon up here. And it will say, hey, where do you want to save it? And you put it in your H drive. Me, I'm going to put it somewhere else. I'll put it in my TSA folder. And I'm just going to leave it called that. All right, save. All right, so I'm going to, it automatically opened up a PDF of this. So I can kind of zoom in. And we didn't do anything with line weights. We didn't make any specific line thicknesses or anything like that. So everything's the same line weight, and that's fine for what we're doing right now. All right, so it'll print this out actual size here on this 11 by 17 paper. Now, let me back up. Some of you may have had some trouble, and here might be why. I see this all the time. So if you set up your layers with colors, then everything will be fine. If you did something like this, where you have this line here, and instead of, this is a properties panel, instead of being on by layer, let's say you chose the color here, and you've got these numbers showing up. Whenever you select it, it doesn't say by layer. It has these numbers or something. So like these look like they're the same, but if I select that, it's by layer. If I select this, it shows green. If you have the absolute color changed here, then it's going to mess it up when you try to plot it. So this always needs to be on by layer, okay? For all of your objects, for everything, mine's on by layer, okay? So if you don't have that done correctly, it's probably going to mess up your print and try to do it in color. So make sure everything is on by layer, and you can manipulate your colors on the layers themselves. If that doesn't make sense, I can help you out further if you need it. But that's pretty much it. You're going to print that out, and I'll have you go ahead and email it to me. So let me go ahead and give you my email address in case you don't know it. Let me get the right text height here so you can actually read it. Okay, so the email address that you can send this to once you have plotted or printed the PDF is this here, james.sprouse@hawkinsisd.org, and I can print this on 11 by 17 paper, which you can use scissors to cut out and a glue stick to glue in the side of the body of a car, etc. So if you need that, you can pause the video and get that. Yeah. All right. If you have any further questions, just let me know. And that will be it for now.